Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hello. I was wondering where's Dylan? He should be joining the meeting. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, we can hear you.
I just pinged Dylan. He's supposed to host today's meeting, I think. And we are having some problem with the meeting notes. It's like they changed the account or something. We couldn't open the meeting notes, the meeting agenda. I'm sure if he I don't know where's him. We can get started, but unfortunately right now I do not have access to I don't have access to the the meeting notes because they come somehow switched the account or something. Just nobody can open that. So let's see. I'm going to open a Google Doc that we initially started with that, but then because they switched to this, so let me just see if I can find that. Okay, I don't know what happened to Dylan. So I will just use a Google Doc to take notes for now. And by pin him, not sure. See.
I have tried to open before this Kodi MD file, but um, as you said, it is 404. That
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
problem.
It was working before. I think they did something. There was someone pin in the tag leads channel as well. But because it's I thought it's Dylan is supposed to host his meeting, so I didn't get to the bottom of this. But anyway, so so let me just start this meeting for now. Let me just I don't know why. Just give me a minute. Okay. Um, so you guys want to maybe just say hello to each other? Uh, yeah, Ma Matthew, is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah. It's our new tech lead. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Uh, And oh, you want just to say a few words? Introduce yourself.
Sure, sure. Hi everyone, I am Mesut based in Germany and I'm DevOps engineer and new tech lead in this group. And I'm busy with generally GPU, Kubernetes environments, etc. And I am a member of project Hami. I'm a core contributor of Hami project. And it is, I mean, maybe for 2 weeks it is incubating level now. It's news for us and fellow of Nebius Cloud, etc. Yeah, that's all about me. I'm happy to be here.
Welcome. Anyone else want to introduce yourself? I see a few new people today.
Yes, I'm Jehu from ZTE. We have a proposal submit to this meeting that we want to try to promote some RISC-V supporting in CNCF. And Mr. Wei Hongqiu and Wish Chen is also from ZTE. They will try to present a slides in this meeting. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I did not know like that is today's agenda because I was not able to open the. I thought, but I think would be ideally would be good like Kashif is here and also we also have Antonio. I think did you guys see the reply from Antonio in the mailing thread? Let me actually find that. I remember he actually replied, right? Okay, so let me just see. Let's see. Antonio. Okay. Not find that thread. Risk. That's right. Okay, yeah, I couldn't find that here now. But I remember seeing that. I think Antonio says that the reason that this was not accepted last time was because there was no way to test it, right? So I think that was the reason that he was giving. But if you want to give a presentation, I think that's still fine. We can do that. But I'm just saying it would be good if they are actually here. Did you talk to Kashif about this? Having this agenda, having this editing in the agenda today? Because he actually could not join today, so is Jie?
Sorry, I'm not in this mailing thread. I think Mr. Chu.
Mr. Chu. Yeah, because
Yeah.
previously actually we were plan there was another something else was planned for this meeting, but then they actually had to cancel it. I was not even able to edit the agenda doc to remove that. So I was not aware that you guys actually but it's fine. We can you can talk about that and we can record it and then other people can yeah can view it can hear the recording. That's fine. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and I think we could do that. I was just really hoping that those guys are here.
Yeah, so maybe Wei Chen can present it for us.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So I will do, if it's okay, then I will do a very quick presentation for our proposal. Yeah, let me try to share my screen. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Wow. So, let me try to share my screen. So, well, it's the first time for me to use Zoom. So, where to share? Share document?
There should be a button. There's a share button there.
Yeah, I try to go share button. I try to share something. Yeah. Okay. Click share. Uh, Phil, can you help me? Maybe looks like there's some problem for me to share the screen. So Phil, can you help to share the screen so I can do the introduction? Is that okay for you?
Let me try. I'll try.
Yeah. My laptop, uh, my pad looks like some problems. Sorry.
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay, thank you. Oh. Okay, that's okay. So currently, so I think Chu already shared the screen. So currently, you know the risk five. Oh, well, okay, okay. Uh, you can switch. Okay. So let me do a very quick introduction. So currently, you can see the risk five architecture currently is built very quickly, and our ZT also actively contributing to the ecosystem. But you can also see that, but we also see that the CNCF projects, such like the Kubernetes and etcd, are currently they are lacking the official upstream support for RISC-V. And we also talked before, and we can also see the issue now. This issue from the GitHub, we can see currently the gap is that first we lack the hardware sources for the CI/CD pipelines. Second is that we don't have the dedicated maintainers to maintain the whole to keep doing the build, keep running the RISC-V build. So currently, in order to solve the so currently because we have these two challenges, so currently, many CNCF projects currently do not support RISC-V, but we propose to establishing a RISC-V focused working group or sub project on the CNCF tag infrastructure, try to resolve the issue. And also for the two gaps, we can do the contribute after we talk with our managers in the TE. So currently, first is that for the hardware resources, we can contribute to donate some physical RISC-V servers. Second, and we can also provide some headcount to support the maintain work. Currently, we already contributed to the CNCF. We can contribute to CNCF project. So currently, we have many members to support it. So we can dedicate some engineering to support the RISC-V CI/CD pipeline and also do the daily project maintain. And also, we have some experience that in the organization support. So we already list some organization to support the established for the RISC-V working group or subject on the CNCF with some other companies before. So that's what we see. And also, so Phil, can you move down? Okay. So and also ZT also needs some support that we need to make decision that get some feedback from you. So what kind of ways that we can use to maintain to run the project? For example, to use a working group or use a sub project building on the CNCF to support it, and how can we build this kind of project or working group? For example, for the OpenStack OIF, so ZTE currently is building the RISC-V a segment on the OpenStack in the project level, but for the CNCF, for the Kubernetes, for the etcd, so what's your suggestion? So that's the two questions we want to get some answer from you. That's all for the presentation. Okay.
Yeah, so I actually need to find that email because actually Antonio had a pretty thorough explanation on this one last time because when you send the email in that mailing thread, we actually had a brief chat about this one in here. We thought, yeah, maybe we can support this one. And then we didn't know the history, right? So I think Antonio explained it. Okay, so I think we definitely need him to be here. Have you read his any of you read his reply for that in that thread?
Well, so I'm not in the also not in the mail thread, so maybe Chiu, can you check?
Okay, let me just that.
Yeah, I remember that he suggested us to join the Kubernetes SIG meeting, but I think it's still in 1 week, and so we want to propose it here and want to hear some of your suggestions.
Okay, so I was okay. I'm just I find that thread. Okay, let me just read this.
Hey, as you're waiting, can I ask one question to the ZTE group?
Oh yeah, please. Yes, Raghu. I remember you actually last time you asked some questions about this one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be, it's very good. It's a very good offer, very good initiative. I think it's good to get RISC-V in many places and RISC-V validated. So I think it's a good one. I think, is it possible to share more? I mean, let's assume that we are trying to pitch it to other groups to validate CI/CD pipelines. It'd be good to know which specific RISC-V processor and cores and memory. So a little bit more of the configuration that you guys are offering.
Okay. So you are asking about the hardware configuration, like the memories, like the cores that we can provide. I think for these details, Chiu, can you give maybe maybe we can share some in the mail. Maybe if you think that this kind of way is okay, then I think we can provide this kind of detailed configurations for the servers later. So is that okay?
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, so I think the kind of questions that I would expect. So for summarizing all this, my understanding is that ZTE is offering some number of units, server units, right, based on RISC-V, correct? I don't know how many units you guys are offering, but let's say there are some number of units. So that will be the other question to ask, right? How many units you guys are offering for, and for how long, how number of months, and also the specific RISC-V kind of the processor configurations and memory configurations so that we can, let's say we want to advertise this to the CI/CD pipeline groups, then they need to know what is being available, right, to run there. And also we need to understand the software stack. It's a lot of questions, but let me take it one by one, right? So yeah, so question number one would be the specifics of which is there any brand of RISC-V processor that you guys are using, like some this Andes or Sci-Fi or anything?
Mm.
So there are like well-known RISC-V processor vendors. At least I'm familiar with Andes.
Yes. So currently for the detailed configuration, Chiu, so from what I know that our manager said that the hardware, if we can donate the hardware sources and the time maybe, but still need some months to prepare. So if you need it, then we need some months to prepare the hardware. For the detailed hardware configurations, I think Chiu can use email to tell you maybe as soon as possible. So if you need these kind of configurations. And what I heard from Chiu is that before we have the hardware ready, we can first use some QMU to do the simulate the RISC-V system. Also can do the build work, and we can first do some test work. And after the real hardware ready, then we can use the real hardware to do the to do the CI/CD pipelines. And also you ask for how long, like for example, how many months is that for months or something like that. From what I know, that if after we donate these servers, then it can be long term. It can be long term support, but this still need to check with our managers. Chiu, any comment from? Yeah, okay.
No. Someone else wants to add a comment. Please go ahead. I was just acknowledging that I
Yeah, I
heard
just
you.
want to check with Chiu. So is that if the information is correct or not? That's what I got from our manager, Chiu and our manager. Yeah. If.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a long-term availability will be a good thing. So there'll be more flexibility for the CI/CD pipeline groups to run their test it on
Mhm.
RISC-V if they agree to, right? We are just trying to understand what it is now.
Mhm.
So, but is there any? Oh, then you also, I think also I heard that you also are providing some kind of a virtual prototyping environment or a kind of pre-hard. I don't know what is the term you used. I think you said before the server hardware comes, you are able to provide some kind of a virtual simulation environment. Sorry, what was the term that you used?
Yeah, virtual environment like Chiu tell me it's QMU. Use QMU to simulate. Chiu, is that right? Use QMU to
Oh
simulate
yeah,
before.
QE QEMU. Yeah, quick
Yeah,
emulation. Okay.
right. Yeah.
QEMU. That will be good for hardware software development. Correct.
Yeah.
So software development on hardware before the hardware is ready. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Now that is something that is we need to see what will be the. I mean, it's a good idea. It'll be just something we need to see if the software teams, CI/CD pipeline teams are interested or not. So, but it's good to keep that in mind. Um,
Mhm.
when is the hardware? When is the launch date for the hardware itself? When
For
will the
for
production
detail of the
level
launch
hardware?
time, I think we need to check with manager and check with our team. Check with the team as soon as possible and give you the feedback. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gathering, if you're pitching it to say, hey, please use this server's production environment so that you can test CI/CD pipelines on RISC-V systems, which is great because you want to speed up adoption of RISC-V. I think it might be
Mhm.
good to get all the information out so that we can, I don't know, I'm not sure how we'll do it, but at least we'll kind of publish it or pass it
Mhm.
around to the various different groups, CI/CD groups, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, and likewise, if you go and present it there, they may also be asking some of these very similar questions, right? Hey, how many units do you have? What's the processor configuration? What's the memory
Yeah,
configuration?
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And so the other one I also have is that are you planning to just host it in some place that can be accessed via cloud?
Oh, so I think this kind of hardware resources currently is in our company, but we can open some port to let the external engineers, in the CNCF, the external engineers can also log in it. That's what I know, that we can open the port to and also give the permission to let the external engineer to access it. So currently,
Right.
I think we should in our still the server still in our company. Yeah, but you can access.
Right. That might be easier model, I think. But I guess we need to figure out if that will be okay for the. But at least you should put that kind of in your proposal. You can put that
Mm,
as a kind of hey, this is what we are thinking of, right? These are the configurations. This is like we're going to give it long term. We got engineering support, and we will host it in our cloud, and we'll give you access for so and so, so people will say, hey, okay, I want to test my software. How will I go about doing that, right? So it might be good to just keep all that information handy.
okay, Sam. I think we will log your question, and also in the next proposal, we can give the detailed information that you asked.
Yeah, yeah. And when is the production? And also, I think when the production servers will be ready, right? That also will be good to know. Well, I mean, it will be critical to know, right? So that people can line up their software testing if they decide to do that.
Uh-huh.
And also your even your offer for the QEMU software hardware simulation environment, even that will be good to know what are the details of that and how can people access that if they choose to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I will check with the team and next time we can give the detailed information. Yeah.
Yeah, and remember the QEMU environment will be much slower than the production servers.
Yeah, sure.
So that is the other thing. Y'all may have to at least be set the expectation to the software groups that will be a much slower and it'll be almost 10 to 50 times 100 times slower than servers, right? So we may not be able to run a full suite of software on it. So that is something that your architects or your performance engineers need to kind of set the right expectation as to what type of software can be tested on the QEMU environments.
Yeah, for the QEMU environment, yes. For the detail, I still need to check with the team. Yeah, and
And the next one would be to check on the software stack already there. Like, for example, will you be already loading it up with the, say, Ubuntu? And what version of Ubuntu will be there?
For the OS, it's Ubuntu. Or for this detail you mentioned, currently I'm not so clear. Chiu, do you know that the Chiu, do you know what kind of OS that we will use for the CI/CD? We use this CentOS or Ubuntu or some other OS?
Actually, we use OpenEuler. It's developed by Huawei, and we have tested on RISC-V, and all the function is good.
Okay.
OpenEuler. So okay, let me just check. Again, I think you guys can add it to your proposal as to what base OS you're going to put on that systems. I would suspect that again, I suspect that I think based on what I'm reading, the most popular one would be Ubuntu with 25.10, which has been actually validated for, which will be like tested, already be ready for RVA 23 support. Oh, that's the other question I also wanted to ask. Like, does this system come with RVA 23 support from RISC-V?
I think
So
yes.
can we use yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on.
And we will test it.
Okay, so currently you said that currently we're still on the RVA 26 servers currently is still under testing. That's your understanding, right?
RVA. Let me type it on the chat. RVA 23. RVA 23. So that is
RVA.
the RISC-V standard, RISC-V profile.
Yes, sure. We will provide the feature of RVA 23 profile.
Okay. Okay. And then on the software stack, anything besides, I'm looking at OpenEuler 22.3. I don't know. I think you guys should keep an option open for Ubuntu. Should that request come from the CI/CD pipeline groups?
Okay, we will support Ubuntu.
Okay, no, I'm just saying at least keep that option open. I mean, I'm not keep that option open because I don't know what the software groups will ask for, but I think Ubuntu has been the most popular version so far. So that I'm just going to give that heads up.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good suggestion. So I think I will talk with my team, the teams that if it's okay that we use Ubuntu for the donated servers, is that okay? I can check with I will check with them after the meeting.
And also, by the way, the other option could be that if you guys are like say 10 units, 5 units, how more units you're giving, maybe half could be OpenEuler, half because you may want to validate on multiple OS anyway, right? So keep that on the list of requests, and as we check around with the I don't know when this all happens, but the software teams, if they say Ubuntu is required, we may have to kind of keep that as one of the sub servers for Ubuntu.
Okay.
And I'm also assuming that you guys will load up the Kubernetes latest version, right? Right now, Kubernetes at v.1.34.
The current version, I think we can use we can use. Yes, if we try to build, of course we will try to build the most stable, and also the latest. Try to build the latest Kubernetes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Matthews, you have a question? You have your hand raised?
Yeah, thanks again. I see a discussion from last year in Kubernetes. There is a issue, as I understand it is one of you, your team, shared in the chat, and then it is not new topic, but there are lots of discussions, lots of insights from Kubernetes environment, and as I understand, they think very different than some of us, and I mean in Kubernetes people, and I think it is your issue, as I understand, because if I click on the person, I see I see the same company or same organization, and then they have, as I understand, negative insight to these things, not just this idea, but generally, the whole cross-compiled building is expensive, and they have actually not great experience from before with such architecture, and lots of things. And as I understand, the creating a group under CNCF is not a solution, and then seek release and seek architecture have different opinions. Is it correct? Is that, or was that from your side? It is my the first question.
So I also found finally I found a thread. Basically, let me just share this one. This is the reply from Antonio. It's kind of what Matthew, what you were saying. So if the goal is to have tier 2 official build, then the requirement is pretty high. Then you actually have to go to seek release, right? So that's what Antonio is saying. But if what your initial goal is tier 3 community support, then maybe we can get started in tech infrastructure. So I think that's because Antonio is actually he is a tech lead in tech infra, but he's also familiar with this issue in Kubernetes side, right? So definitely we need his input on this one. I think this is pretty clear, right? So if you want to, it sounds like you want tier 2, but then for this, you need to talk to seek release, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to start with tier 3, then we can get started here. I think that's what Antonio was saying by reading this.
Yeah, that was I meant actually. Yeah.
I think that's what you were going through the original issue. It has been I know you guys started this thread a long time ago. Yeah, thank you for your effort. I think probably because the Kubernetes community has some similar issues before. They want to make sure if something like this is officially supported, then there are some requirements that has to meet, right? So you have to go to, if you want to start with tier 2, then you have to go to seek release. I think that's what Antonio was saying.
And then the second question is, or second issue is, if I check the internet, I see this organization, and then at the bottom I see your organization, your company. It is CTE. There are lots of members, and CTE and other guys are the members, premier members of RISE. And it means there is still vendor neutral structure, not just about CTE, but as I see in the website, that there are lots of different organizations or companies, and it's always a great idea if something is vendor neutral. And there are Google, Intel, NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Red Hat, Samsung. I mean, they are working together. And it is March 2026. There is another rise risk runners, as I see. Yeah, this one. It is free native thing. And the question is, what's the difference? I mean, different than that. Because the tag or CNCF says always everything should be vendor neutral. It is just a recommendation, but there is still some organization, and then you are one of them as a member, as I understand. Is it correct? Maybe it is not. I don't know. Just a question.
Yes, so we are a member of RISE project. Yeah, as you said. Yeah, and we are also working there, and but we think in our company, we think that it is very important to work in CNCF and also OIF. Maybe we can get the other companies or vendors to provide a proposal, and we can get their suggestions and advice. We can working together to push this proposal in CNCF. Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, as you see, there are 3 different points, and then they should be, in my opinion, clear. Number one, there is a discussion from last year with Kubernetes. I mean, subgroups in Kubernetes, and then there is and then Xing explained it, and then there is number one, discussions with Kubernetes and subgroups. Number two, there is still a couple of organizations under CNCF, vendor neutral, and there is, they need some explanation, some reasons why. I mean, and then number three, you said there is as I remember, 10 or 9 member, and then we have reviewers. We are working on it, but there are still such things in GitHub. Yeah, it is just what I've seen now. 3 points.
Yeah, sure. I think your question is very is good, and we can since we have planned to release our RISC-V servers in this year, so we want to try to help the industry to support RISC-V. That's why we promote some this initiative to CNCF. Yeah, to help the ecosystem to be mature in the near future. That's why we try to do this in CNCF and other organizations. Okay, maybe I can answer your question.
And the last question is now you said, like I said, the 10 members or 9 members, and then they're working on it actively. Where actually? I mean, where are they working on it? And what do you mean with this? reviewers or members?
Yeah, we are members, but they are major focused on the lower level of the software stacks, like boot and some compilers, and also some upstream software projects, open source projects. And we think the CNCF as the infrastructure of the clouds and some containers, this will be the very important point of the whole picture of the software. So we also want CNCF to start the supporting of RISC-V earlier here. Yeah.
It means these commitments, these all jobs from your team. There is no external organizations and groups as a contributor. Okay.
Okay.
That was I meant. It is if it is not vendor neutral, that's always a question. Yeah.
I think we are promoting this vendor nature. It's not a private ZTE private specifications here.
If I can chip in, I come in here, Masood, and also the ZTE team. My understanding is that's the reason we're asking these questions, right? As to what particular RISC-V processors are being included in the ZTE servers, and if they have the RVA23 profile. So my understanding of how this RISC-V system works is that if many of the vendors follow the RVA23 profile, then the software is portable. So if it runs on one system, let's say it runs on ZTE system with RVA23, it'll also run on some other vendor system which also has RVA23. So RVA23 is like a critical feature that needs to be followed by the processor and also the servers. It's almost like ARM equivalent. I mean, it's like if you have x86, can x86 from Intel or from AMD, and similarly ARM can come from many vendors. So I see this as the RISC-V as a third architecture, right? And as long as we follow the profiles of RVA23 and other things, then yes, it will be. But we need to like learn through this. I'm just saying from what I have been researching on my side. But good question to keep in mind and kind of call it out so that people know that this is vendor neutral, and whatever validation is done on ZTE RISC-V servers with RVA23 support can also run on other RISC-V systems. Good question.
I mean, as you see, there are not just technical questions, but organizational questions, and which organization, Kubernetes or tech, I mean, this group, and it is vendor neutral or not, how many contributors, is it just internal or external as well, and where are they doing actually? I mean, lots of organizational questions, not just technical questions. And there are lots of discussions, like I said, from last year. Yeah, but it's great. I mean, it sounds great. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so you guys going to reply that through the mailing list, or you planning to engage with SIG release?
I think we will coming back with updated presentation and to answer the consideration and the suggestion from tag infrastructure. And also in the meantime, we also contact the release seek if what their consideration to learn their considerations, and we will make our next steps. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for
Thank you very much.
your presentation.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's, because we in the beginning we were not able to see the notes, so I didn't open it. But so now let's just go over that quickly. We have a few minutes left. So this is the old notes. So I put the new notes in the Google Doc for now, but this is the old notes. I think, see, last time we actually talked about this. So for the initiatives, I just want to go over this quickly. For this landscape white paper. So this one, Alex has added the diagram, and I think it's ready, and he is reviewing it. So I will check with him and see how he's doing with this. The Cloud Native AI white paper, this is merged and it's getting published. And this one, infrastructure lifecycle, I believe, Matthews, you are probably in that meeting. It's Monday. Did they have the meeting, right? You want to give a quick update on that meeting? On the
Okay.
infrastructure lifecycle? You want to talk about it? Sorry, couldn't hear you. I don't know if you're.
You mean
Right.
our next presentation?
Oh, no. Sorry. I was talking to you. I was going through the initiative. So I was sorry, Jeff, for the confusing. I was going through initiatives. I was talking about the infrastructure lifecycle, this initiative. I was asking Masood, is there any update from the meeting? I know you joined that meeting, I believe. At least I thought there was some meeting. That's okay if there's no update. That's okay. I didn't join that meeting.
Yeah, we had a meeting on Monday, and then discussed about white paper, and it is still in GitHub, but we want to migrate to Google Doc to better understanding, etc., and following the commitments. But it is not shared yet. But he will share soon, as I see the Thomas. There is a Neve engineer, Lawrence Bordowitz, and Lawrence want to this one, and Lawrence want to contribute to white paper, and it is still there, like I said, but we want to migrate to Google Doc maybe this week or next week. And probably in 5 months, I mean, maybe until November, we want to finish, if it is possible, the whole things, the whole paper. And yeah, that's all from Monday.
You're saying they want to put everything in a Google Doc, not continue on this GitHub anymore?
Not anymore in GitHub, but we will migrate to Google Doc.
Okay.
Because there are 5 chapters or 4 chapters.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's okay.
In different paths, and always it's not easy to get the whole information in GitHub, and then we want to migrate to Google Doc. Yeah, but I think Thomas is busy with something, therefore he couldn't, but he will do that soon.
Okay. All right, thank you for that update. Okay, so that's the initiative because we have those initiatives. And okay, we only have a couple minutes left. So anything else you guys want to discuss? Things that we don't have much time, so we can I'm just going to skip the rest of them since today we are focusing on this RIS5 initiative. So anything else? If there is nothing else, we can end the meeting a couple minutes early. Right? Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for today. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.